Good morning, it's 8 a.m. on October 28th. I'm Dana Foster and this is your morning wake up. It's currently 3 degrees in Ashcroft, a bit of rain earlier this morning and a mix of sun and cloud this afternoon with a high of 6. In the evening you can expect a clear night with a low of 1. Today in Cache Creek it's 5 degrees, weather for today, clearing with a high of +5. Tonight clear with a low of -7, wind chill near -10. On Tuesday, sunny with a high of +1, wind chill of -10 in the morning. Much of BC's interior is under a special weather statement due to a system expected to bring strong winds Thursday evening and into Friday morning. Quesnel, Williams Lake, 100 Mile House, Clearwater, and Cache Creek are just some of the city's Environment Canada is warning should be prepared for the blustery weather. The special weather statement covers the Caribou, Chilcoltin, North and South Thompson, Nicola, Fraser Canyon, and Okanagan Valley regions. Strong southerly winds will develop ahead of the low tonight and then shift to the west or northwest on Friday. Environment Canada says winds gust up to 70 kilometers are expected. Gusts to 80 kilometers or more are possible for the Chilcoltin, Caribou, and south, including Williams Lake, 100 Mile House, and Fraser Canyon. Looking into your road report, well, there's nothing major to report this morning. Just make sure if you're traveling those highways today, watch out for slippery sections and compact snow in the higher elevations. If you have something to report, you can email us at news@hubonlinenetwork.com or call or text us at 250-457-3877. For up-to-date information for your roads, you can go to drivebc.ca. In news, the Federal Justice Department has been ordered by the British Columbia Appeal Court to reconsider the extradition of an Aboriginal man to the United States because it says the minister failed to factor in Canada's historical mistreatment of Indigenous families. Glenn Sheck, a member of the Bonaparte Indian Band in BC, is accused of money laundering in the United States. And last year, then Federal Justice Minister Jody Wilson-Raybould, who is Indigenous, ordered the extradition, riding for the 2-1 majority in the decision released Friday. Justice Susan Griffin says the minister failed to reconsider the highly relevant factors of separation of the Indigenous man from his 4 children and the Canadian history of separating Indigenous parents and children. Griffin says, had the minister considered those factors, she may have concluded it would be unjust to extradite a man to face a likely sentence of 27 years in prison when a sentence in Canada would be in the range of 2 to 4 years. This day in history, on October 28th in 1998, Glenn Murray wins the municipal election in Winnipeg. He becomes the first openly gay mayor of a major North American city. Glenn Murray would serve as the mayor of Winnipeg until 2004. In January 2010, he would be elected to represent Toronto Centre in the Ontario Legislature. He will hold several cabinet portfolios before retiring from his political life in 2017. And here's some advice for people wanting to look to save more money in 2020. Budgeting is one piece of advice that will stand the test of time no matter what stage of life you are in. Sticking to a budget is definitely the cornerstone of establishing your financial health and power. So how do you track your money without micromanaging every swipe of that debit card? Through the 50-30-20 rule. The 50-30-20 rule is one of the easiest ways to set boundaries for your spending while planning for your future. It means putting 50% of your paycheck to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings. So how does this work? Your 50-30-20 rule. Number 1, set aside 50% of your monthly after-tax income for necessities. Aim to spend no more than 50% of your monthly income after taxes. So money is going to go towards rent, groceries, and internet. And if you haven't already, estimate each reoccurring expenses you can anticipate each month. What's that total? Number 2, play with 30% of your income. The next part of the 50-30-20 rule advises that no more than 30% of your spending goes towards fun purchases. And then lastly, plan ahead with at least 20% of your budget. Finally, at least 20% of your income will go towards repaying your debt and growing your savings. So there you go. There's a few tips on saving money as we look into the new year. Not too far away from now. And what do we have next hour? We've got 6 things what are the 6 things that the happiest families have in common? We'll let you know ways to create a happier and healthier family. Also, we'll have your community events for the week. I'm Dana Foster. This is your morning wake up, and you're watching the Hub Online Network.